Hello YouTube, welcome back to another episode with CP Carpentry, and here I am doing a DIY kitchen install. By that I mean that is the kitchen brand, DIY. As much as you guys are DIYs perhaps watching this, or maybe you're from the trade, let me know below. Drop a comment below whether you're trade or DIY watching this. I like to hear from my viewers, helps me out. So yeah, I've got a little time lapse going on here. It's pretty simple once you know how to put one wall unit on. You know that it's basically copy and repeat. So we're doing a little time lapse here. Oh, there goes the cooker hood. That's a little different to set up, but I will show you that, how I set the cooker hood up in a later date. Some people set them up before they're up, I tend to set them up once they're on the wall and I know my positions. Each to their own. But yeah, having a whale of a time with this DIY kitchen, can highly recommend it. So if you're new to the channel, pretty please, consider subscribing. I do a lot of stuff and I love to explain it to DIYers, so if that sounds like something you'd love, check the rest of the channel out. I'm incredibly positive when it comes to people doing their own work, because nicely, I don't enjoy doing the work, to tell you the truth. But here we go. So I'm going to show you little tricks like this, how we hang heavy units off walls made of plasterboard. If you want to learn about this, you know what to do. And would you believe it? I'm actually explaining how I do this, but I haven't realised I'm on a hyperlapse, time-lapse thing. Guess I'll be explaining this one again in a minute. Cheers! Oh, I'll have to insert thumbnails and text. I am so sorry guys. I've just filmed that entire time-lapse thinking I was on a video, and I've explained stuff and I've been holding stuff up to the camera and I've been explaining stuff. So apologies, but in that time-lapse that you've perhaps just seen, I cut out those circular discs, I poke in some offcuts. It's basically the offcuts of these side panel, end panel, panel dividers, whatever you want to call them. It's those rips that I've ripped off. I poke them in the wall, I fix them in the wall, I put a screw in the centre of my noggin so that one, it won't fall down the wall, even though it won't, because this is hex. It's not like a hollow, it's not like it's hollow, it's like full of egg boxes. Anyway, I poke in that. Once that is then fixed, I can then put my disc back, the hole that I cut out, then put a line up, and I can then pull my line and determine where my I can then determine where I need to fix my brackets on that line and make sure that my noggins are there. Fix that, and then, yeah, like that. That is, I don't want to say for word, that is the strongest unit, because they're fixed to concrete. However, there is still dot and dab, so there's a little bit of play in the dot and dab. But I would say that is probably one of the stronger units now. Got to do this once more on this other wall. So let me explain in this video. And I was just explaining and going over again a minute ago, this thing, if you're not using it to hoover, and you can take that out of here, you can plug this into here, he says, like it's easy. You can plug that one into there, and then it blows. So if there's any dust in any unit that you can't quite get to, but please, if you've been doing wet stuff like I was plumbing yesterday, and if you, please point that outside or go outside and at least rattle this around so that it's not putting dust over everywhere. Let me explain what I just did in a different area. Right guys, can you see this? Hopefully you can see this. So up here, benchmark. This is a external corner where I've got an angle bead, hence this is mag mounted to it, right? Base unit line, and I put a little flick so that I know that that's to the top of the line and I'm to fix on the underside. And then I put the little arrow on the bottom so that I know if I went there, that's the top of the unit line. Is that off? Yeah, that's off. Right, so this here is my fixed line. So I can't actually use that, so what I need to do now, with a little square, slide that up there, put that one there. Definitely just stepped in the way of that anyway. Right, so this is my fixed line. So this is going to come here. I have this here. Now this doesn't have anything. So there is 115mm gap. So let me mark out 115mm. Don't know why that's 115mm, but we will find out shortly, won't we? Let's do it high where we can see it. 115 gap. And now it's saying 600 from there. So what that means is it's 580 and then 560 like that. So that's basically 20, 580, and then you just go back from there. If I go from there, it should be there. So that's like the end panel. There's the end panel, and then as long as my clips are on the inside, I know that my unit will then clip on. Right, before I go cutting those discs, we have a bigger problem, a very big problem. I know that these are probably going to run all the way up there. That's probably going to be linked over, but I can't promise it. And this probably comes down from the ceiling, looking at that actually. Let me have a look on the other side. Oh, and I have a socket. Oh, I know what that does. That goes, and that's the appliance isolator. And I need to do hole. Let me start with the easiest one. He says, like he actually knows what he's doing. Let's start with this one. Yeah, there we go. That was quite easy, wasn't it? So if I want to... Christ, that's dusty. This is the scary one. I really don't recommend doing this, but I'm gonna do this because if I hit the cable, I shall Wago box it, Wago it, extend it, sleeve it, make sure there's no copper exposed, and obviously put the power back on. I've got to fix there. I can't move the cupboard over, so it's run the risk of hitting the cable and get my unit in, or hit the cable and I still get the unit in. The sun hasn't gone out yet, so I don't think we've hit any power cables. That dust has gone everywhere. That cable could run down, we don't know, but I would honestly assume it run up, but it doesn't, so absolutely shocking. Yeah, now I need 2 bits of offcut. Good little measurement for this. I know my hole saw is smaller than that, so I roughly go as wide as that. I try and go a little bit bigger, but I had to 50-50 this one. And again, let's go back over this. Put the screws in this tray, put them away. I put this screw through my hand like that. Put this out here, like that, and then I back down there like that. There's not a lot to grip to there. I'd ideally like some more purchase upon that, but it is what it is. Right, now I need to remark my sides, don't I? Pencil, where's that tape? How do I do this? I put stuff down like a magician. It disappears. 115, sorry, 115, then 20, so 10, 20. So fix that, and then from that, pretty much back where it was. Nice. We don't want to be right. Need one more bracket. Again, I'm just using 440s. That one's going in there. And if I get this one's going to go in there. So that laser line is always, for me, the center of that hole. The holes on those clips. It's not the top line. I always do that to the center because then I can then basically line my screw up on a laser line and just screw away. None of this is my screw high enough or is my screw not high enough. Fixing line. That is where I'm fixing. I just simplify things. Let's visit the hood. We need number 13, should be the last one. I tend to only put the cardboard out on the floor when I'm doing the wall units. Because obviously the wall units, these doors go to the bottom. So if I don't get them down to that bottom, yeah, I got distracted there, sorry, yeah. I tend to only, right, I'm back. I was saying, I tend to only put the cardboard down on the floor when it comes to the wall units, because the wall units are the ones where the doors are on the bottom and you could like shift them and scratch them. It's obviously good practice if you put the cardboard down from the start, but I'll be honest, I like to know where I'm walking and I tend to trip on it. And I use the flattest of flat cardboard. You're like, why do you trip on it? It's more like I'll go to, or just want to scoot like that and I rip it, I kick it about, it gets under my feet. Then the next minute you know I've kinked something, it's like, just let me know what I'm walking on. But if you're a DIYer, you're probably better off struggling than damaging. Whereas I don't like to struggle. I struggle enough, I do this every day. But so far, nothing but good words, DIY kitchens. That pan drawer was a little bit heavy, but like I said earlier in the video, I could just take the drawers out if I really wanted to, but I mean, uncovering it and pulling it all apart. But if I really wanted to, that would be an option. Right, don't like doing this, but I'm gonna do it. I can't get the drawers out, so they're getting left where they are. Oh, this is heavy. What? Read. I definitely think I need glasses. That was 800, not 600. So I suppose we'll do that again, won't we? I'll leave you running. There I was, dreaming of an early finish on a Thursday. And by own doing, he's messed it.
How's it going on that one? Heard your sentiment about the later finish.
So I read 600, not 800.
Got you.
So I've got to drill another hole.
Oh dear. Dyslexic
Idiot. You cool being on camera?
Yeah, more
Cameras.
than okay with it. More than okay with it.
I'll add that clip, you laughing at me.
I've never seen that type of wall before.
Yeah, that comes. It's quite common in beehives.
Is it? Okay.
No, it is common.
Yeah.
Places around Cambridge and Waterbeach have it, but I've never had to. I've heard of it. I've never had to.
Deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. That's the words. But yeah.
Well, they're up all right. They're looking good.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was worried about these, but I'll be honest with you. These ones are probably your strongest cabinets.
Perfect. I'll take that.
But you don't have to worry, I don't think, about any of them. You just do what you want to do with them. If it falls down, I'll be on the first flight to Mexico. Nah, it won't fall down. I now need to cut another piece. Right, I need to make a piece. What have I done? So, to get those little bits of plate, this is what I've been doing. Been marking these corner posts off, cutting them off, using that as spares. Recycle. Alright, so that's that back on, and then, yeah, what I ripped off, ta-da, is going in my eye. Put your safety squints on, Charlie. Don't forget to do this. Get that in there. And then, once this is screwed up, where are we? Oh no, you tell me. There again. Put things out of sight and out of mind. 780 because it's 20mm off. Right, moment of truth. Alright, there we go. Is that there? Yeah, that's there. So let's now bring it down to the base unit line. Can we drop that so that you guys can see it a little better? You guys can probably see that all right anyway, I should think. I hope so. I'm really not keen on what it takes to get these to fix. All right, if that's going to be out, then I might as well make it out consistently. There we go, lovely, wonderful. Get these Marjorie doors back on. Awesome. Got that song in my head from that band called, it's not awesome, but it's like awesome. Awesome. Don't know why they called it that, but it's like whap whap wow wow whap whap wow wow. Welcome over to my place. I have you do something that you really like. Can't think of the words. Right, this has been Thursday. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow I'll do more on like fill-in bits, but yeah, today it's basically been getting cupboards on the wall, whether it's been fixed into brickwork or blockwork as you call it. Let me show you. Yeah, right guys, so today has basically been fixing this wonderful row to like blockwork through dot and dab. So you see the void, does that explain what dot and dab is? So they put these dots and they're commonly solid around sockets where there could be an air leak around the floor, because you don't want the moisture going up and round. This should be solid around the ceiling, and then they're every like foot really. But yeah, that's that. We've also fixed those two units. So we've got an internal corner there. We've done some end panels for there, and we've done the drop so that our plinth comes along, because there was a nasty detail and I weren't going to do it how they wanted me to do it. But we now need to do a filler in this side, end panel on this side, appliance in, then it's looking like worktop time. Right guys, hope you've enjoyed. Check out my wonderful ceiling. A few little lines, I can't lie, but there's a few little bits that I've missed, but nothing that you couldn't fix with 50p's worth of filler. I wet my corners up and I make my edges look real neat. By the time this is painted, it should be, but that's my opinion. You voice your opinion in the comments, guys. That sun is bright, let's get them on, let's get home. Thanks for watching, smash the like, click subscribe, and stay tuned for more uploads on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Make sure you ring that little bell so you get to stay tuned for the notifications when I go live sometimes. Think I might do a Friday live. Let me know if you joined that Friday live, because this is obviously going to come out after I do the live. I've just thought in my head. Right guys, I'm a shoot. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Good afternoon folks. That's not connected. Are you on? Yeah, we're on. End of the episode guys. Hope you're enjoying. It's hot as something and I'm melting. I've just turned the aircon off and I'm trying to survive the heat wave. I'm back from Portugal. And I hope you guys are loving this series, this DIY kitchen series. There's plenty more to come, and if there's anything that I'm missing or you want help with, get involved in the comments guys, ask away. At the top of the channel there's a little more link. You'll find all my socials, it's all free, and there's a Discord that's free. Free to join, free to leave. Discord's just like Skype guys. If you want to get involved with the community, you're welcome to join. But yeah, all I ask is that if this video's been helpful and you like it, pretty please, click subscribe, smash the like button, and tell all your friends. I can sit here, I love my job. I love rewarding people with an outcome. People come to me, Charlie, oh, what should we do here? We was thinking about doing this, we was thinking about doing this, I like the look of this. And I say, leave it with me, we'll sort it. Do you like the look of this? I draw something up and I say, I love all of that, but I'm in my 30s and I'm soon gonna be 40. Don't wanna do this for the rest of my life. So if I can teach you guys and YouTube can pay me, that's where I want to be. So tell your friends, share this video and follow for more and click subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next ones guys. Peace, bye bye, take care.